All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had another wonderful day. We got a lot to talk about, man. James Bullard, that dude's a psycho. I'm telling you what happened today. It was absolutely wild, but I gotta start with the lurkers, all the lovers, bro. Like, for real, like, this is not what I was expecting. Y'all are blowing up the comments, and it's not even about the number. It is, like, straight up, like, oh, man. Like, I got some stuff to share with you, but there was a couple of comments, man, and I now that I know you're listening is good, man. And I hope you guys know there's no guilt trip. The likes, the comments, it helps the video, but man, you know what we're here to do, bro. It's not for the clout, it's for the about. You should know what we're about and what we're trying to do, and you know how YouTube is, bro. So at the end of the day, I hope you guys aren't guilt tripped into any of this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure you guys are listening. And now that I know you are, just know we're here to help, okay? So if you need anything, you let us know. And again, it's not like Sam Bankman, dude. I'm not here, I'm going to help you with whatever. Let me hand you some money. No, it's just like you come on stream. We have a method to communicate. And again, I hope we could do this more. And like I said, if you have any questions, man, post them in the comments and I could address it in the video. Maybe we could use this weekend if you have a lot of questions. But all I want to know is I want to make sure you guys are ready to go and just that you have this outlet here. Because like I'm saying, man, the community and the people who have like stuck out strong, win or loss. It's not about, man, my computer keep turning off halfway through. But it's amazing. So honestly, shout out to you, Nicole. Shout out Angry Anubis. Anubis sound like super evil. It's like the Egyptian god of death, but it's not that bad. It don't even matter, bro. And that's what I'm saying. I know I have my own beliefs, man. And I hope you just judge me by what I do and just don't let the beliefs get there. Cause like, we love you, okay? And I say I love you because like, for real, bro, we are out here. We want to give info and like, we got to talk about that PRVB, bro. There's a biotech play and maybe there's an opportunity for beginners to learn. And even though I said it yesterday, it still all applies, but I do have some hope, man, because there's a lot of Chads out there that started in beginner shoes, man, and they went with it. But like I said, man, we just want to raise the standard and just like, God bless you who understand it. There are some great messages. I don't even think I have it up there. Was Alfredo, Mr. Aguilar? It was amazing. So God bless you. And even like Matt, and I know a lot of you guys are like this. Matt and Michael, bro, there's multiple. And bro, I'm proud of you guys working. It's awesome to see people here. But like I'm saying, man, y'all check in with me, like the video, do whatever you need to do. But like I'm saying, man, especially if things get rough, just know you have an outlet here. And we want to help you out, man. So, and you know how we do it. Again, it's just, it's not even just me. Again, like the community, man, is beautiful. And like, that's why I want to start with this message too. JV, God bless you, bro. I felt this one, man. He said, you keep me company, you help me, you teach me, you've been there at my lowest point in my life, you inspire me and give me strength. You have no idea what you've done to me. You are the best. I love you, brother. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And like, that's humbling to say that to me, man. And it's just like, I feel the same way. Like, I'm telling you, I can't explain it, man. Just like the Chad. And that's why we did it how we did it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I really do think it's special. And it's awesome to see you guys here. But like, it's the same way for me, man. Again, at some of my lowest times and best times. And I hope you are watching the growth, man. And I want to get better at every moment. And just like I'm saying, bro, it's everybody is one. And that's why we want to keep it here and keep it all glued together how it is. But I'm just letting you know, we got you, man. You let us know, we got you. And then that leads to another one. I like this question. Chibsy, he said, Lurker, why do you give a F about the haters? Bad energy, stay far away. Amen. And like I'm saying with the growth, man, I've got to learn a lot over the years. And you have seen Josh. You've seen Yash as well. And like, dude, I don't take the band seriously. Like I'm saying, man, like even today, it's like, this is my office and we're just trying to focus and you see the results when we focus. Like, that's it. We just want a high standard. If everybody raises themselves to that, I don't see a problem. But like I'm trying to tell you, I got to learn a lot. Some people took it very, very sensitive and I tried and I've been trying and it sucks because like, you try, like people are like, oh, that's unfair. And like at times I didn't realize it, but like, yo, I hope you realize I see it and I wanted that. I don't want people to feel like that. Again, like that. Otherwise I would do a lot of other things if I really like, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like something, I'm trying to work with people and some people I was trying to open the door for them and I'm trying to like, get people in, man. And just like, yo, what's up? And like, I didn't want to ban somebody and do this. I try to talk it out. And now at this point, it's like, hey, at least I know I tried. So that's it. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to try. And, I'll give people a chance, but, I'm not going to have as much patience with it. And even then, though, it's like deep down, bro, like there's a reason why I continue every day. There's a reason I'm in the game. Like, seriously, if I really gave a F about it, you wouldn't see me here, man. That's as simple as that, man. And we just got to hold it down how we do. And I hope all of you get this. And I seriously, I mean this sincerely. I don't mean this to put anybody down or in another way. But what I'm saying, man, like, I don't care about a hater. Because, I know the world is about to take care of it. So, and that's what I've been telling all of you. That's why I say it humbly, because it's like, yo, look around and look at where things are going. And it's just like life is going to take care of people. It's like if you did good or you did bad or not. So I don't mind, but at the end of the day, though, when I stand before who I need to stand before, even if I have to stand before another man and tell him, like, yo, like, you're not going to be able to say I didn't try. I threw out the olive branch. I'm trying for people. Even if they were mean, I would still smile. Even if they, again, and that being said, we always have the door open. I still stand by that. It's just, again, we just have a certain standard, and I hope you guys will be able to thank me later for it, but at the end of the day, it is all love. Again, the energy is always going to be good. That's what there's a reason why we continue. You know what I'm saying, baby? So hopefully you like it all. But Chad, I love you. Don't be guilt tripped into love. I want you to do what you want to do. I'm glad you're there. And if you need anything, you let me know. So now let's get into the rest of the day and give me something. Like, no, seriously, give me some questions and I'll give you a weekend video. If there's not a lot of questions, I'm going to be able to somehow say no weekend video. You give me something to talk about. Give me something where I can interact with you like this, because I honestly prefer this a lot better, but not really though, because I still love all the, what I mean? But let's go, baby. So let me know what you got and run it.
Walking to the couch, it's the 2020 election. Live in the hills, but I still get a spread. Started with a little, but I still reinvest it. Feel how I feel, then you feel like a blessing. I just want the lesson, I just want protection. I'm up and I'm down, but the sound like progression. Farmer never plans if he waits for perfection. Finger to the down.
But right off the bat, ladies and gentlemen, I got to start here with the futures. We're not going to use the E-Trade. This is TD Ameritrade, but I want you to see how the pre-market played out, and there was a lot of wildness in the morning. Now, I'll tell you this, James Bullard of the Fed, he's usually a very big bear, but he said stuff this morning about the terminal rate, restrictive territory being at 5 to 7%. Nobody on the Fed has really said that. Powell was saying we entered a restrictive, but that's why it went from going up to 38.90. Like, I was up on my future. Remember, I held that. If you watch the watch list, I was up on it. I was up like almost $1,000, and then it flipped. And then there was a lot of other stuff during the night. There was even a run on Chinese bonds. It's actually pretty funny in the weird way, because their bond market, even Chinese regulators, they checked in to make sure the banks had a lot of money, because everybody sold bonds so they could buy the dip in China. I know, you can't make this up. It's wild. But then there was that. And then even in the middle of the day, or even how it started with all of it, the dollar was already up a ton, and it was up more than some of the other currencies have declined. Oh, there's PRVB. It's unhalted. We're going to talk about this one. I already have it on the list. Oh, you're going to love it. You are going to love it. But back to what happened and everything else. The point was there was a lot. And then even in the morning, I think it was right around here, you got the data. And one data set was really bad. We didn't bring it up. The Philly Fed. So I've shown you this. I'm going to overlay the picture here. And this is contracting now, and that is not a good sign. So it was bad data. Jobless claims were kind of in line, real estate and everything else. So even though the data was bad, it just wasn't enough. And then the rest of the day, it just started to get weird, and you didn't even hear that much about the crypto or anything else. So that's the quick breakdown. But now let's get into the keys, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. I got to go slow. I need to make sure that transition hit. You know what I'm saying? There it is. See, that's what I was trying to do yesterday. But it was a weirdo day again, and like all of the random pops, man. Today was a very hypersensitive day, and why I'm saying algo moves, you probably witnessed it on stream. Dude, there were so many moves that were gigantic, and there was no news behind it. So we kind of attributed it to oil today, because oil broke a very, very low level from October. That could be very bullish for stocks at times, but there was a lot of things. Even Nancy Pelosi stepped down and all of that. But the real big thing, especially on a macro, the data, all of that, the notable thing is what Bullard said. Like I just explained, nobody has said that. If anything, Powell said we're already at restrictive. So this moved things, but now here's the thing I want to tell you, because he didn't answer that, and nobody's answering it, and that's why we still need the data. And I hope this highlights it. The Zaza, baby, we've been talking about it, but it's still at the same level from the CPI. This is when we had Jerome Powell and everything else, but you're kind of getting the idea where it's still not moving. So we're getting a lot of movement, but the uncertainty coming in the next meeting is borderline 50-50 still and open for change. So keep that one in mind. But coming into key number 2 now, I'm sure you already know this. There is going to be a big option expiration tomorrow, and I just don't know what to expect. But the one thing I will tell you is something I've told you before. If there's bigger moves in the morning, maybe it will be more calmer during the day. But the Fed speak and the dollar and any news headlines, I think they're going to be the drivers. So Fridays have been a little weird. We've watched a lot of Friday melt-ups. It doesn't matter about the bubbles, what's in the money or not. That's been defied every single week for the last month on Friday, but there's a lot of money on this. There's going to be a lot of volatility, so we are going to see. I'm praying it doesn't move a lot pre-market, because then that means we're going to have an exciting day tomorrow, but even then, just be on the lookout and understand, at the very least, be prepared for wild swings. In a weird way, today really was not, it wasn't a good day, and there was just, again, a lot of these weird moves, but I hope this prepares you for tomorrow. Just, again, coming into option expiration, like I'm saying, I wouldn't be surprised if moves of this size up and down if it really was going to get a lot of activity. And then just don't forget, even the dollar today, Zaza, the futures, all of it, those will be big drivers, and we are very, very headline sensitive now. So hopefully that all helps. Hopefully I see you in the morning. It's going to be Friday, baby. So we're going to have some fun, but let us get into the plays. So right off the bat, ladies and gentlemen, I got 3 plays, and we made a couple plays today. I'm actually surprised. We actually did pretty decent. I was down on that future a lot in the morning. We'll go over that. You'll see what I deal with it. But as far as the first play, I'm actually pretty excited about this one. PRVB. This was the biotech I brought up yesterday. You've been hearing it. I went small, 200 shares, $1,800. And then you'll notice I also have MGNX on this list as well, too. Pay attention to them tomorrow, because they have a license for the drug related with PRVB, so they would actually get paid off of that. But they got approval, and it was actually a really good approval for their diabetes drug. It's kind of first in class, but I was thinking for a quick flip, but I may get greedy with the other half. So what I'm trying to tell you, I'm most likely tomorrow going to sell half and then maybe write it up, but I don't know. Discipline, small good decisions, maybe we should just take it, but I want to see. And if anything, I want to take half at the very least. But what I'm saying, it's only 80 million shares. 40 million is institutionalized owned. There's not too many shorts, so you don't need to hit it with that narrative, but it's going to be an interesting one. And even like ARDX or whatever, some of them have been able to move 40-50%. So I want to see. I might get a little greedy, and depending on how it is, and just even the scope. Again, diabetes, it affects a lot of people. And this is one thing I've been saying here for the beginners now, where I'm like, hey, this channel isn't going to be for beginners, but if you got the initiative, you could learn. If you were hearing us talk about this, even the patience and waiting today, I think that's a learning experience you got to see. We even have an old video on biotechs from 4 or 5 years ago. Just search it up with our username and you'll find it. But the whole idea is, this drug does have a very wide range of who it could affect. So we don't know yet. My plan is to sell half, maybe sell all of it, but at the very least half, and then we'll go from there. And then I think it could be quite compelling. So we will see what happens. But that is play number 1. Then play number 2 now, baby. Bonds. I keep bringing this up. You saw it today. Bro, it's moving 1% at a time. And if you get the right plays, dude, this is big money. We took $800 yesterday. It came right back to where it opened up at. So it's a little bit in the middle, but here's my plan. I hope I see you here on stream tomorrow. I may not make the play. I'm not required to, but this is what I'm looking for. I'm hoping by tomorrow, especially end of the day, the bonds could kind of settle out and chill in a range. And if that's the case, I'm hoping I could open a position to swing over into the weekend and go from there. But definitely watch it. It's moving a lot. And then even after James Bullard's comments, that's going to be the key. So if you'll notice about that being said, I don't have bullish or bearish. I'm open to whatever direction. That's why I want to get a feeling for tomorrow. Let's see if people respond more to Bullard or not. And then we could just pretty much go from there and then see what we're going to do. So that is play number 2. And then finally, play number 3. Oh, it's like cut up here. What is this? This look messy. But TJX and ROST. So ROST, they had a really good earnings, and it's going to feed this narrative of recession-proof stocks. And I agree with it, but I really like it. I do think there is an overall premium on the stock. Like, just go look at its yearly chart. You'll see how high it is. But I think they're going to do their own thing tomorrow. I think they might be able to live in la-la land and just they might move in their own range because that's a good earnings, and I think a lot of people are going to try to pile in for it. The problem is it was already up like 11 to 15% after hours. So we will see TJX and any of the cheaper clothing retailers. Those may be an opportunity. I think even Macy's after the bell, they also had a good earnings too. So we will see, but I really, really like that, and I'm going to be keeping an eye on that one for tomorrow. But those are the main plays. As far as everything else, hold on, I need that smooth transition life, bro. I'm trying. It's hard out here. But we made a couple of plays. I started off early in the morning. You should go listen to the stream stuff. I mean, I'll just tell you right now, man, I shorted Ethereum, and this is on the micro futures. I don't think the event's going to happen now. I would even give it even 6 to 12 months, if anything. But I shorted Ethereum because I don't think that this whole FTX thing, I personally do not believe that it is a crypto issue anymore. I think there will be a delayed effect, and it'll lead into other things, but I pretty much think this is now a lending issue, and we might find out in the near future, either a couple weeks, a couple years even, that a lot of banks or some lenders were giving out loans that were collateralized by altcoins, and that's just not pretty. And my other theory was that simply, everyone's asking, why can't Bitcoin, why isn't it dropping? Why isn't it panicking? And they're saying, well, the people aren't selling. The big sellers, anybody who sold already. But I personally think a lot of money is just tied up in staking and they can't sell. So whenever that happens or whenever we find out the reality of the lending situation, I think it's there and I want to be in it. So I shorted it. Again, I love Bitcoin and Ethereum. These are volatility plays, so keep that in mind. But there was that one, and then I closed in NVIDIA from after hours, 8 minutes in. It was like down, but the market looked like it was fighting. A lot of the other chip makers were up. I was like, all right, man, I'm out. Even though I didn't like the earnings, it bounced a little bit, then came back down. I could have got a better close, but still made about $200 on it, so I wasn't too mad. Took those profits, realized it, and then I was holding my ES all day. I was down on it, and then I found a short opportunity on the NQ, so I took it. I think it was only like 7 minutes, but it was about a $490, $500 profit on the NASDAQ. You could watch it live too. Very, very cool call out on that one. Then we had some news during the day. It was live with GM, and they just pretty much gave updated guidance on their EBITDA and earnings. So I made a flip on it, but as the numbers, it started out really, really good. We're raising guidance, and a couple numbers started coming in, and then it wasn't too good. That was like a 2-minute flip. I made like $115 on the 200 shares. So realized 200 on NVIDIA, 100 on GM, that's 300, then 500 here, about $800. And then now, let's get to the holders. Honestly, I think I might be able to show you here on the active trader. It just trips out sometimes. So yeah, and then not all of these are updated. So that's the Tesla we're holding, but you can see here. So here we'll start with the ES. I'll even come down here. I'm down 875. Actually, like 10 minutes ago, it was almost break even at the pre-market open. So we'll see around China, but I just held it all day. I was down $3,000, like I've been saying. Not too worried holding some of the long side. And then again, I got a couple of other things to balance it out, but held on to that one. That's why I even took one of the shorts there, made sure I realized profits, but going to be riding this one in tomorrow. I don't know if I'll hold it over the weekend. We'll see. There's the Bitcoin play, MBT. I'm down $280 now. So there was a little bit of a bounce there, but surprisingly, this thing doesn't move too much. And I'm going to be very patient on these plays. Can I wait? And go, actually, no, that's MES, still 220. But can I wait? Yeah, I could wait and not have a position, but it's kind of like a biotech. Is just, if it happens and we wake up, I don't want to be playing catch up. So I have to tie up some money. I mean, the risk, I don't think it's too big in the sense that, these contracts are smaller, but you have to make sure you don't go crazy. Oh man, you guys can't, I've been zoomed in this whole time. I just looked over at this screen. Oh my gosh. I meant to switch it over here. Yeah, this is really awkward now. Okay, I can't even look at you. Okay, I'm sorry. But there's all that. Again, I was showing you stuff. I even embarrassed myself and you couldn't even see it. But hey, man. So there's the Tesla. I'm down 390 on that one. Still down 800 on the Disney. 1800 on the Qualcomm. We closed out in NVIDIA. And then remember, I closed out Amazon yesterday. I forgot about this one. LMT, we're up 200 on those shares. And then I think I have the Biogen. I feel like I'm missing one more. That one's down 40. So I may be missing one. I don't know. But that's pretty much it. And you see the trades for today. We didn't do anything too crazy. But I'm surprised we were able to even realize that much. I didn't even think we were even going to be able to have that. So it was good. But I think Friday is going to be a big one. You got everything to do with that expiration. Then setting this up. And, man, it's almost Thanksgiving and Christmas, so I hope you're ready. But that is your watch list, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure hydrate, healthy, ready to go. Make sure post your watch list. Make sure we see you there in the morning. I need the armor on. I need the helmet shining. I need you to remember, baby, you got to make it important. You have to really make it important. Whatever you make important in your mind, you will get it. Your mind is a magnifying glass. Magnify the discipline. Magnify making good trades. Just focus on it. I'm telling you. And even if you fall short, that means you didn't place it in priority. It's okay. It's a work in process, man. Even when I say that to you, you are not expected to be perfect at any moment. Even when I say this, it's not like I'm not even running while I'm telling you this. I am not David Goggins, okay? So calm the down, okay? It's very, very simple. You just got to keep focused and remember, stay in control of your mind and focus and make what you want important, because you will get it, my friends. So I hope you're ready. I hope I see you in the morning. Drink that water, stay hydrated, stay healthy, and it's game time, baby. Horn.